Hi and welcome to the All About Grecia channel. My name is Kurt and I'm your host. Thank you for tuning in. I'm a happily retired baby boomer and Grecia has been my home for over 5 years. I have my residency as a pensionado or pensioner and I participate in the healthcare system. I've lived in 4 different neighborhoods from high up on the ridges to down south of the city, and I'm here to tell you what I've learned about living in Grecia, Costa Rica. This is my first video, so let's start from the beginning. Grecia sits at about 3,300 feet on the side of the Poas volcano, located in Costa Rica's beautiful Central Valley. Here we have year-round average temperatures of 85 in the day and 63 at night. Have our historic Big Red Church, a beautiful central park, a wonderful central market, a hospital, an excellent bus system, and a weekly ferry or farmer's market with fresh fruits, vegetables, meats, and delicious baked goods. Geographically, there are 5 main ridges that run up and down the volcano north of the city. From left to right they are San Luis, El Cajon, San Miguel, Carbonell, and San Francisco. There are gringo communities up in the top of El Cajon and up in San Francisco. Scattered along the ridges are barrios or neighborhoods, each with its own church, school, gymnasium, and soccer field. The higher you go up on the ridges, the cooler it gets. The higher barrios sit at about 4,700 feet, and they can get really windy and cold at night. But they do have beautiful views, and the gringos seem to cluster up there. Down south of the city is Puente de Piedra. Known for its legendary stone bridge, this barrio features warmer temperatures and lots of sugarcane. A good piece of advice is don't rush to buy. Check out the different neighborhoods first, do your research. Coffee is grown up high on the ridges and sugarcane is grown lower down. Every year cane fields are burned at the end of the season, filling the air with smoke and ash. If you are sensitive to that sort of thing, you may not want to live there. Many don't figure it out until it's too late. There are days when the weather report will be for simply smoke. Many complain about the practice of burning the fields, but it's part of the culture and it's not going to change anytime soon. Real quick, let's discuss my usage of the term gringo. By definition, gringo can mean Norte Americano, or it can mean dirty foreigner. I prefer the first choice, and most of us expats freely use the term. Okay, that being said, let's continue. Let's talk about housing. One of the best things about Costa Rica is the very affordable housing prices. As of February 2025, a 2 or 3 bedroom house furnished can be rented for between $800 and $1,000. Try getting that in the United States these days. Of course, you can spend more, but that is representative of the value that you can get here. Houses designed for gringo wants and needs will cost you more, but they are available. As I said, don't rush to buy. Rent is cheap, so take your time and make the right choice. Many people return to the States after just 2 years, so do your homework. For those looking for the condo life, Grecia has recently seen an expansion of condo complexes within the town. Next, we should probably talk about Tico houses, but before that, let's talk about Ticos. Ticos are what the native Costa Ricans call themselves. It is said that the Ticos are the happiest people in the world, and I believe it. I can honestly say, I've never met more friendly people in my life. I like to say that Grecia is like the classic Mayberry from the old television show. People are just that nice. And another wonderful thing is Grecia is really, really clean. Grecia was voted the cleanest city in Latin America. You won't see trash on the streets of Grecia. Okay, back to Tico houses. Down here there are Tico houses and then there are gringo houses. Gringo houses are built and furnished to gringo standards and will cost you more. We'll have hot water running throughout. There will be a dishwasher, a washer, and dryer. They'll be furnished with nicer items, all to meet gringo tastes. Dryers are a luxury here as most of us just use a clothesline, which can be tricky during the rainy season. Then there are Tico houses. They are built to Tico standards and taste. Your shower will probably have hot water, maybe your bathroom sink too. If you're real lucky, you'll have hot water in your kitchen. Those electric kettles for boiling water are real common down here. Many Ticos have no problem taking cold shower. Your house will be furnished with furniture that is a bit smaller than you are used to. Ticos are big. All are people, hence the bit smaller furniture. If you rent an unfurnished place, it usually will not come with stove or refrigerator. Houses here don't have heat or air conditioning because we don't need them. Too hot, you open window. Too cold, you throw on another blanket. And nothing is nicer than opening your front door in the morning and letting that sweet fresh air in. There are going to be any 12 different critters running around depending upon where you live. I have found the most critters to be down south, where it's warmer. Iguanas, spiders, big ones, scorpions, snakes, and cane toads are all common. Dog owners have to watch out for the cane toads. They are highly toxic and will kill your dog in a very unpleasant way if they chew on one. Up higher you may just have spiders or ants or roaches. Another piece of advice: if you don't like bugs, if you get freaked out, you should not move to Costa Rica. We're in a rainforest, the jungle. For that matter, if you don't like rain, don't move to Costa Rica. It rains here half of the year. And lastly, if you don't like barking dogs, don't move to Costa Rica. I like to joke, no matter where you live, you will be awakened by barking dogs, which leads into the topic of the street dogs. Zaguates are the local street dogs here, and there are a lot of them. The Ticos have a culture that says a big dog chained up in your yard day and night is good security. And if you move, maybe you just leave your dog behind. Now, the dogs are coming more like members of the family, maybe a little influenced by the gringos. But the streets are full of dogs left to fend for themselves. The good news is when adopted, the dogs make the absolutely best pets. I can speak personally because my brother and sister-in-law have 6, and they are all terrific dogs. Either way, I do a lot of walking, and I have never been bothered by a street dog. They are not aggressive. This looks like a good place to end for now. We have covered the basics of the city and geography, housing, rent, street dogs, and a little about the Ticos. There's so much more to say when you want to know. All about Grecia. On our next video, we will take a closer look at the church, central market, hospital, and Varia, and talk more about the Tico culture. If you have questions, suggestion for a topic or a comment, leave it below. If you like this video, please give me a like and subscribe. Gracias. See you next time. Ciao.